Hello guys, so welcome to this brand new video. Today we are going to learn how to make this simple social media flyer. It is very simple, so let's get started. But then if you are new here, make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel and also share so that we learn together. Alright, so let's select our dimensions. We are going to use inches since it is a social media flyer. And then the resolution should be 300 RGB color for the color mode. And then you just copy the settings. Alright, so just choose solid color. I've put the color code for this background in the source file, so you can just copy them and then be pasting them. Alright, so create a new layer, go to the source files and then bring in the background. So we have to increase the size. I'm using this side, right, and I'm making it 50 by 50. Alright, so after that you look at the blend mode and you choose luminosity, and then the opacity should be also decreased to about 60, right? So I think this is okay for the background. So you create a new layer and then you select your text tool, and then I'm using MTN Brighter Sans, right? So the color should be white, and also press Ctrl Shift I, right? To make it italicized. Alright, so just write thank God it's Friday, so TGIF. The size should be increased. Okay, so 131 is okay. Alright, bring it here, and then you're gonna make a copy of that, right? Then you press Ctrl T and then drag it to this point. Alright, so you just press Ctrl and then select the second layer, and then you press Ctrl T to select both. Then you bring it somewhere here to the middle. So I think this is fine. Alright, so after that you go to the first layer and then you create a new layer in between them, right? Then you select your ellipse tool and then you draw an oval on top of it. Press Ctrl T and then shift it or move it to a better place. Alright, so after doing that, you press or you right click on the layer and then you create a clipping mask. Okay, so the next thing you do is to create a layer mask on the ellipse and then select your brush tool and then you just brush over it. Alright, increase your flow. Mine is 36, make it 100. Alright, so after doing this, you select the topmost layer and then you create a new layer on top of it. Then select your ellipse tool and draw another oval, right? Then you change the fill, just use the color picker, and then change the fill to probably this color, right? So after doing that, you create a clipping mask. Alright, so we are almost done with the flyer. So the next thing is to go and then bring in your picture. So just drag it to this point, right? And then you press Ctrl Shift A. All right, so the camera raw filter, you can also use the filter, and then you select camera raw filter, right? So you just increase the texture a bit, then the clarity should also be increased. Then you move to detail, and then you increase the noise reduction a bit, and you press it. Okay, so after doing that, you press Ctrl Shift Alt B. Make sure that the layer for the guy is selected, right? So we are making it black and white, but then take this tint here and then move it to where the blue color is, and then decrease the saturation a bit to about 9, right? Okay, so then you press enter. All right, so after doing that, you go to make sure that you selected the same layer, don't move away from it. Then you go to the drop shadow, right, or the layer style where they've written FX. Then you select drop shadow, right? Okay, so change the contour to this, and then the color should also be changed to this color. I've put the color code in the source file, so you can just copy and paste it. All right, so after doing that, increase the opacity to 100%, and then the size should be decreased to 0, right? The distance should be increased, and the angle should be 0, right? The angle should be 0. Okay, so this is it. So create a new layer, select your brush tool, decrease your flow to about 36 or 35, right? And then increase the size of your brush, then brush over it like this. So after doing that, you create a new layer, and select your text to, then write, change the press Ctrl Shift I, right? And then change it to from the italics to a normal text. And then the font size should be 10, right? So after doing that, you select the text, and then you increase the letter spacing to about 200, and then you put it here. All right. Okay, so the next thing is you write this, or no, so you have to create another layer, and then just write this text somewhere, right? Just decrease the line spacing to -50, and then it should be regular, not bold. All right, so we'll drag it here, right? So you have to do some decrease the font size to 8, and then the line spacing should be also decreased to 8, right? Then it should be in this point, but then just press Ctrl Shift I, and then make it italicized. All right, so we are almost okay. So the next thing we are going to do here is to draw this thing that looks like a crown. All right, so just select your curvature pen tool, right? Curvature pen tool, and then you draw it. So you do something like this, but then after making the fourth point, make sure that you press alt and then you click this side, right, to straighten it. All right, so after doing that, you just do something like this. All right, so what we are going to do is that press alt and then just be clicking the points, right? All right, so you just switch off the fill and then you use black as the stroke, then you increase the size to about 15 pixels. Done. The last thing we have to do here is to go to create a new layer first, then you go to the source files and then bring in the texture. So after bringing in the texture, you increase the size. I normally like using this side, so I'll make it 50 by 50. Then you change the blend mode to soft light, right? Okay, so this is our flyer. Very, very simple that you can do. So make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then you share so that we learn together. Stay tuned.